Well, like most of my colleagues at Learning Media, I'm a teacher, and that's where I began my career. And then I moved into teacher education, working with mostly in-service teachers. Well, for the last 6 years, we've been implementing a very big national program of literacy professional development for the ministry. And as part of that, we've had about 50 people working right across New Zealand in schools, working on an inquiry-minded project around improving literacy achievement in schools.
What would you see as the sort of top issues facing education in the 21st century?
I think across the world they're pretty much the same. And the issues or challenges that I can think of are really around diversity of our students in the classroom, not to mention the diversity of the teachers that we have in front of those students. But the diversity is not just about ethnicity and home languages versus school languages. It's about the levels of achievement within the classroom. And as we've moved forward in the last 10 years, there's a lot more accountability for teachers in schools about the impact of their teaching on students. I guess the second issue that comes to mind at my age is the digital revolution. Some of the resources, or a lot of the resources that we put in front of kids are one-dimensional. And I think we need to move now to 21st century learning and match the sort of resources that our students are actually working with out of school. And lastly, I think the issue or the challenge for all educators is to keep learning. And we know that teachers make a difference. We know that through our research. So that really means that if we get to a point where we're not making a difference for a certain group of students, then we have to learn to do something differently.
How is New Zealand and Learning Media in particular responding to these challenges and opportunities?
I think one of the strengths that New Zealand has is that we look outwards and we actually are very critical about what we do. We're unique in education in lots of ways. We have self-managing schools, and we have an amazingly new and exciting curriculum that really truly reflects teaching and learning in the 21st century. I think one of the things that is also unique is that we provide resources free to schools, and these resources are aligned to the needs of the students that we know well and to the policy and the curriculum. I think one of the strengths of our programs in professional learning is particularly our focus on inquiry, and we talk about teacher inquiry into the effectiveness of their teaching on students. And so we've been working for a number of years now and building teachers' confidence and using really good quality data to inform and to adapt their practice. But not only that, noticing the reaction of students and noticing the improved learning and the gaps that students still may have, and then thinking about that in terms of what do I still need to know and learn as a teacher. And of course the last part of our inquiry approach is to evaluate just exactly what impact those new and changed teaching practices have been. This work is world leading. Learning Media as an organisation has changed from being a publishing arm of the ministry to an education company that has people working at policy and research level through to people working in classrooms, modelling, supporting teachers to make changes. As well as that, we're producing and taking that knowledge into our resource and materials design, and of course evaluating the impact of those resources on our students.